Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you once again. This week was very huge week for all of us as the staking started and everything is on track. There were some of the updates that I wanted to give you. I have made all the points like what I wanted to discuss today. The first thing was like launch was a very good success because everybody could stake very smoothly and there was not much of problem and there was no technical errors as far as staking is concerned. It was just some kind of like confusing for some people how to authenticate it and how to click that one and how to go and how to verify it like 2 times accepting the transactions. So it was just a bit of like like a confusion on the website for the staking. But as far as the staking itself is concerned, or the interaction of the smart contracts with the bots are concerned, that was not a problem at all, and it's working flawless. It's completely fine. And this was a very major challenge because Web3, like what we call for blockchain, and the interaction of that one with centralized exchanges and how this works, this whole mechanism was a very complicated process. We had to test it several times and it was working very well in the test. So we were expecting the same behavior when we are actually putting into production, and we exactly saw the same. So it was wonderful. It was great. After that one, when we actually made several tests for all the bots and like with the real exchange testing, we didn't encounter any issues actually. And we were testing everything with 95% of the funds with 1x leverage. So this is what we tried with different bots with different combinations during nearly 10 days of testing time. We tested on FTX also. We tested on Binance also. It was all going on fine, but some issues are reported, which is true. I mean, like the email notification issue. Like what's happening is that currently the people who are paying with fiat currencies, for them, this notification issue is not a problem because it's going on fine. But only for people who are staking, this logic was not established before. So that is what something like developer didn't think before. So we are trying to fix that problem. So next week, this will be fixed. And next one was about trades not opening in certain bots. Actually, it's what error we are getting from the exchange is that not sufficient funds. This is what we are getting as an error. And actually, this error is not coming from our models or from BQ platform, because we have nothing to do with that. But this is directly coming from the API keys of the exchange. So I don't know if the kind of money what people are having and the leverage that they are taking on that money is too much for that particular exchange or not. This is something we are investigating, but this is the error message that we are receiving, that insufficient funds. This is clearly what we can see on our thing. Like I can show the same thing also, like on the admin page. So this is something which is very challenging because this is true in most of the cases. But in some of the cases, this is not true also, but there is really something that we have to work on. I mean, like there is really a kind of bug also, which we can't deny. And that is happening with one of our very well-known, like client. His name is Alex. He was speaking to me in the morning. We tried to investigate his account in the just like few minutes ago, actually. And there seems to be a real problem. I mean, like something is not happening. So we will see that on Monday when our tech team will be back, and we will investigate it, and we will get back on the same day itself to find a solution to that. So there are some things like where we know that it exists and we know like how to sort it out. And there are some other things like where we need to investigate a little bit more to know what exactly is the problem. And then we can actually come out with a solution. It's like if you don't know what is a problem, you can't come with a solution for that, right? That's the reason like why we want to take time and we want to learn the problem and we want to fix it so that it's not a temporary fix, but it's a permanent fix. So that's the reason like we will be making some very intense research on these kind of bugs on Monday. And the thing is like there are some XRP bots which is closing the position and some of them are open. So people are thinking that it's their XRP position which was closed, and it's their XRP position which is opened again. No, there are like 3 different bots. And I know like and the problem is from our end, like we should send this notification, and also like make it possible to see which bot has opened the trade. I mean, like if you have selected XRP short-term bot, you should be able to go there on the short-term bot page just to see if there is a live trade or not. Right now, for staking people, this is not possible. It's possible only for the people who are paying in the fiat currency. As I explained in the beginning, that the logic was not established before. So right now we are working on that also, so that whatever bots you have subscribed, you can go on that particular bot page to see what is the live trading right now going on and which trade has closed. So in that way, you will know that whether it's a short-term bot which has opened and closed, or it's some other thing. It's like, you know, like you currently the situation is like someone is blindfolded, and your neighbor's children are coming at you, and you are like, oh, my children, and you are going to hug them, but it's not yours. Okay, but you don't know that because our eyes are blindfolded. That's the reason like why we are also investigating this one. And this shouldn't be a problem. Actually, this is a very small and simple and straightforward thing. And even email notification is also very small and simple, straightforward thing. And trades not opening for some people and for some other people is really an issue. As I said, like some people are having big leverage and they don't have the money which is necessary for that type of leverage. Recently, many things have changed from the exchange side also, because once upon a time, you could open a position with 100x leverage. But right now it has been reduced to 20 on Binance. On many other exchanges also, they have brought down this leverage now. So we don't know like if something else changed along with that, as far as your margin money is concerned, whether you need to have more or whether you need to have, I don't know, like there is some kind of logic. That's why we are trying to figure it out also. This is true for like some clients, because we are clearly getting this error message from the exchange. But for some clients, clearly the positions are not opening. I mean, like the API call is going to the exchange, but it's not happening. It's not interacting. So it's not even getting rejected. So we don't even have a message from the exchange like why this happened. We don't know that. So this is something that we need to, I mean, like pay attention to, and this can be a bit of challenge. But I think like approximately in 1 week of time, I think we will be having solutions and we will be having answers to all the questions. It shouldn't be an issue. It's not a big problem at all. The biggest complication would have been if the smart contracts are not able to detect the centralized infrastructure. But that is working perfectly fine. I mean, the staking thing, like how many bots you get, like for staking, how many rewards, this is working very fine. So if this was a problem, then it would have been a very, very big problem, because we have to look a lot of things for that. But these things, it's not a big thing actually. So we will be able to find the solution very, very soon. And also there was like one more problem that we cannot really recommend which bot is good and which bot is for what type of persona, whether there is something like low risk, medium risk, high risk kind of bots. We cannot really speak about that because of the regulations, of course. So we have been asked to follow certain things. So we are just following that one. It's not necessarily like regulations are bad. Whether it's good or bad, it doesn't matter, but you have to, like abide by the law. You have to abide by the regulations. So for those reasons, like actually we cannot comment on the particular bot's behavior, but we can speak from the technical side, but that will not help, because at the end of the day, what people want to understand is the risk reward ratio and what type of behavior a bot is making and how often bot will trade, or some kind of statistics like Sortini ratio, profit factor, Sharpe ratio, these kind of things. This is very important to make a very informed investment decision, and some other things that is important. So these things only we can provide. We can provide something like one-liner thing, and that's what we actually made it public today with very easy understanding, so that you should not feel like why this bot is not opening a trade even after 3 days or 4 days or 5 days, because they are very low frequency bots. They open, and when they open, it's bang. It's something like that. So they don't trade on every single day. Moreover, none of the bots that we have have been trained to open trades constantly. That is because people think more trade is more money. And I've even seen some of the chats that my colleagues like Gordon Brown, like sending me messages, like some person is literally arguing with him in the customer care that more trades is equal to more money. Really? Yeah, more money, erect money, I think, not the money which will be in your pocket, the money that you lost. More money doesn't translate to more trades doesn't translate to more money. Less trades also doesn't translate to more money. That is also true. You have to trade only when there is an opportunity. And that is how we have designed the bots. There are like so many platforms who design the bots in such a way that they have very high frequency, like 3 trades, 4 trades per day. But that they are making it to earn their commission from the exchange, because they get a lot of money from that one if more trading activity is going on. And to show that like they have very huge volumes or high volumes, we don't have that approach. We don't have that approach because we don't want those things. What we want is like, if you look at your account 3 months, 6 months down the line, you should feel like, wow, that's great. And you should not feel like, wow, what's happening? That should not be the reaction. So for that, like just like how hedge funds run their business in a very organized, in a very well-handled way, we are doing the same thing using the technology. So that's why don't be surprised if trades are not happening so frequently. They don't need to actually. If just like 4 or 5 trades, you get it right, that's enough, because that will make all the money for you. And trend following strategies and momentum based strategies that we are following is the most successful one, at least for cryptocurrencies, because Bitcoin is a trend following asset. It's not a mean reverting asset. It's a trend following asset. When I say that, what is the difference between trend following strategies and mean reversion strategies? Trend following strategies, like you will find a lot of small losses, but huge, big gains when it happens, because it gets that, like trend, it catches the trend and it makes use of it completely until the trend is going into the opposite direction. And also for some of the bots, we have capped already the take profit. So there is already a target. So you don't even have to worry about it because there is a target within the trend. So that is the beauty of that one. And in mean reversion strategies, what happens is like you will have too many small winning trades, but you will have like 1 or 2 very big losses, which will wipe out all your gains. So that's why our strategies are based on trend following and momentum based strategies. And what we are releasing very soon is something called as factory of strategies, what you might have seen in the roadmap. This works a little bit differently. What we do here, we feed trend following strategies, we feed momentum based strategies, we feed mean reversion strategies, we feed all type of strategies into the AI engine. Then actually it will decide which kind of combination and which particular trade will be good for today. I mean, like this point of time. And this is not just specific about like Bitcoin or Ethereum or something. We are planning to feed all the strategies that we have, all the 15 strategies. Out of the 15 strategies, 1 strategy or 2 strategy will be picked. And that we can trade it, automate it. So this is something like what we will start to work on once we finish off with these bugs, once we observe that everything is going on fine for some time. And when everything is going on fine, when there is no more bugs or something, then we can concentrate on something else. Right now, we have a acute shortage of developers. This is the reason like why we cannot really go fast. But we are hiring one more software engineer who will be joining on first week of October. He will be joining on 4th of October, exactly. So he will be also like there, and he will take up some work. So it will not be a load on one single person. So things can go a little bit fast after that one. So if people keep asking for 100 things, it is not possible to process that one. You have to understand that, like, what is the topmost priority? We will do it because we know what is the problem and what we have to do. But just bringing up like again and again, it is not going to help, or it is not going to solve any problem. So we are going like one by one, fixing the things first, and then going to something else. If like 2 things, 3 things, 10 things are coming at the same time, if we start to pay 20, 30% attention to everything, like just like how we allocate the money to the bots, 30%, 40%, 50%, but it will not be solved at all. Nowhere. and then all these problems will remain as a problem. So that should not be our aim. So we have to fix something first and then go to the next one. That's how our approach is. And we are also actually talking to a lot of developers to hire them, but we are not getting the right talents. This has been a very big problem. We want someone like in-house completely, because so far we have never outsourced any part of anything. We have built everything completely in-house. Only some kind of blockchain things, some small things like we hired from external sources. Otherwise, no, everything has been built in-house completely. So we want someone like to hire full-time. That's why we are looking at like various profiles. But when we do, interview, when we conduct interviews, when we conduct technical interviews, HR interviews, some candidates are like very good. Like, I mean, like in HR interview, like the way they speak and their confidence and what they have done. It's like, for example, when you look at their LinkedIn, they look like a tiger. When you conduct a HR interview, they're looking like a wild cat. And once you give the technical interview, they're almost a pet cat. And after you see the results, it will be something what comes out of cat every day. So this has always been a problem. You see, that is why it's very, very difficult for us. Like we will always normally make a live technical interview. I mean, like 3 hours, 4 hours at a stretch. We ask them to write some codes and everything. And only then, like we will feel whether they are a good fit for the company or not. So we could get like one good developer who will be starting to work. He will also be working on this Google authentication, like on the platform instead of this SMS authentication. Of course, this is also there in our mind. I see like this question coming up like almost 100 times, 200 times a day. I'm telling you, like with having like 1 or 2 people, it's not possible. But definitely what is coming into some people mind, like who keep asking, it has already come to our mind like few weeks ago. And we are already trying to think like what can be the solution. Again, if we bring Google Authenticator in a hurry, what happens is that we have to test a lot with this Google Authenticator. Because if there is a problem from our side, it's a problem. And if you lose your phone, it's a problem also because you cannot access the platform. And for that, there is a huge process from our side to recover your Google Authenticator. So there is a lot of work and we have to think a lot of things before releasing anything, before releasing a new feature or a new product or anything like that. So definitely everything is there in our list. We are sorting it out one by one. What we need right now is the more workforce, more developers. Once we have like all these developers, everything will be very, very easy. So right now we are, like in a process of getting few more developers, let me say within November, then we will have it. There is another problem about recruitment and hiring also. Even if we find someone very good, then he will take at least 2 or 3 months to join because he has to quit his current job. He has to give his letter. He has to put down his letter, which might take like 1 or 2 months for him to finally come out of the job. It's a bit difficult, but we will try to solve everything and get someone quick as soon as possible. We are also like hiring 2 very good quantitative researchers in first week of November. We have already signed and amazing guys, they are joining. So it's going to boost our power as far as optimization is concerned. Building our own sentiment analysis is concerned. Like you can go on the platform and look at the sentiments of BTC at any given point of time. We are aggregating all the, like social media, everything to make our own sentiment analysis engine where you get all the data. Like, so you can make some kind of informed decisions based on it. We will also be building some strategies based on this kind of sentiment analysis. Many other things are going to come out like once these guys are joining. So this is something like what is a broad update that I wanted to give, like what's going on and everything. But one thing is true, we are aware of the bugs. We are also aware of some of the mistakes that is coming from the people. It's coming from actually not from our side, but from the user side. We're totally aware of everything. But right now we are just concentrating on something that we can solve from our side. The problems, the bugs, which is there from our side. This is what is our main focus. And we are doing that. And yes, there are some people like who are constantly DMing me in spite of telling so many times publicly that I cannot make investment advice. Please respect that, okay? Because I'm respecting the words of a regulator, because I'm obliged to respect that. We have to be a law-abiding citizen. We cannot do anything against the law. That's not something which I like, and I have never done such things in my life, and I will not do it also. Whether it's a good or bad thing, like, look, I am not a judge of that, okay? There are other people to make such kind of judgments. What I can do is like being a good citizen, following the laws. So if once more like people are asking me same thing and same thing, all I can do is just block. And I have done it already once, so don't do that once again. And I know like people who are here, they are not the one whom I'm talking to, but there are someone like who will watch this recording later on, and this message is, it should be clear to them, like, don't make that one, because you're not putting myself into danger, you're putting the entire project into danger. Okay, like we don't want that to happen, because it's not just me who is involved in this. There are like hundreds, and like there are thousands of people, like, okay, they put their investment, they put their life savings or retirement money or whatever it is, and I'm responsible for that one. And I will never do anything which is against their interest and which is against the interest of the company. So please don't do such things and leave this childish act. It's not going to help anybody. We have to follow regulations. It is like that. We have been advised to do something, and I am not even using my own bot. It hurts me. It's very bad feeling that I arranged all the things. I sold some BTC also to get my USDT. I arranged everything, but I'm not supposed to do it. Okay, we will contest that one. We will go through a legal process. We will try to get more information, like how we can go about that one, what kind of confidences they need from our side to allow us to make. We will have a conversation. We will have a dialogue with that one. That doesn't mean like we have to break something, and we will not break it also. Soon we will be having a compliance officer by first week of November. So we have to be very, very strict with all the compliances. We are very strict about that, because we are seeing like what is happening with big crypto companies now, because they didn't know what is compliance. They didn't know what is regulation. They did everything. They played everything. And now what is happening? They have been hunted. Okay. And we don't want to be hunted now, right? That's why we have to be clever before something happens like that. Once something happens, you can't do anything because it's finished. But something, you have to take care of things very, very well, so that these things don't happen at all, and you are safe and you can just do your business peacefully. That's why, like, please don't message me about investment advice, and I cannot give you this kind of advices. And even otherwise, we cannot give you investment advice at all, honestly. Even that is also true. But even if we could give, but it is not possible now. So I cannot say that like, buy this bot exactly this much, make this exactly allocation, have exactly this kind of leverage. You don't use this one, but use this bot because this is good for this kind of, time period or this type of market or something like. We can't do that one. So please understand and respect that regulations. This was something I really wanted to keep you all informed about. And yeah, rest of the things are fine and we are doing good. And yeah, like there is marketing also which is going on, as Imre already explained everything very clearly. We are going on an all out war now in the marketing space. So we are going to almost all the influencers. We're contacting everybody. And again, this is also one more annoying thing. Like someone asking, did you speak to BitBoy? Did you speak to like Backstreet Boys? Did you speak to like Rihanna? Did you speak to like Britney Spears? Like, come on, please. Of course, like we are reaching out to everybody. We have reached out to everybody. Look, like, actually, just think one thing, like it's just a common sense. Why we should not contact anyone? Tell me, is it in our interest that we are not contacting anybody and we will get something out of it? Definitely not. If we contact them, project will spread to so many people and so many people will come to know. It is in the interest of the company, it is in the interest of us, it is in the interest of everybody, right? Then if we are not able to do that, then there should be a reason behind it. So even like giving like the list of influencers that we have to contact, it's not going to help because we have already contacted them. We already contacted them by taking their email address from their YouTube channels. We already contacted their secretaries. We have already contacted like their websites. We have wrote several emails. We wrote several messages on Telegram. Someone tells like, okay, come back after 3 months, we will speak. Somebody tells like, okay, right now, if I make it would be $50,000. Like if you want, like there'll be a waiting time, and we will be like, okay, you have how many subscribers? Okay, you have 500,000 subscribers. That makes sense. So you want $50,000. Okay, it will be a dedicated review. No, 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 no. It will be just a 3 minutes exposure video. So 3 minutes exposure video is $50,000, where you have like several different news, and one among that will be this one, just in the middle somewhere, 3 minutes. Do you think that's even worth $50,000? We want to spend money in a very good way, not spilling out as if like, it's okay, like I will, like I will do whatever I want. Like, no, we don't have that mentality. We want to be accountable for every single dollar that we spend. That's a good thought. We have to be like that. And accountability is something missing in crypto. That's why everybody is so much brainwashed, like do this, do that. I was speaking to like one of the top 5 influencers in this crypto space. I will not take the name. And when we reached out, we came to know like we have to pay $50,000 for a 2 to 3 minutes video. I don't even understand what is this 2 to 3 minutes video, because whether it's 2 minutes or whether it's 3 minutes, I don't know. Probably it's less than even 2 minutes. Just a mention. Like, this is the company and they're having this kind of amazing products. You have to check it out. But even if that person is very influential and, like very good shiller or whatever it might be, still, I don't think it's going to help, because this kind of 3 minutes, 2 minutes thing will not help. It's kind of like very short jerk. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help anybody. It has to be at least a kind of dedicated video, like where you show the things, where you show a lot of things, where you need to make a lot of statistics. You have to make a good story around that. People should feel like, yes, I'm getting something out of this video. And there should be a motivation for people to go for the platform, to sign up, to see what is going on. But initially itself, if they are not so excited about it, then I don't think like they will even log into the website. And we will clearly know this one because we are watching Google Analytics, the traffic of the website after every video, what is happening, who is subscribing and where they are coming from. And we don't have good statistics when the video is very small. So that's why we need to like really see a lot of things before committing. And moreover, like making just a 3 minutes video, just once, you watch it, okay, you're good, you feel nice, you watched it today, and tomorrow you forget, right? You will forget it. It has to be like different videos and so many videos in a fixed time frame. Let me say, like if you make one video every week, and like that you are going on for 3 months, now actually that is going to be amazing, because every week you are giving an update and you are coming back for 2 minutes every week. Even if it's 2 minutes, it's fine, it's all good, but you're coming every week. So people will listen to it once, twice, thrice, fourth, and then their conviction becomes very strong. Then they will go on the platform to see like what is there. That will create a lot of curiosity. And if it happens for 3 months, then it is going to create a lot of buzz among their own community, among their own people, or whoever is watching that. Even if someone is not interested in trading, this is what I heard from altcoin Buzz when we were speaking to them, that not everybody wants to buy the token because they want to use the bot. Some people just want to buy the tokens because they love to invest in a good company. It's like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett invested a lot of money in Google shares. He invested billions of dollars in, not Google, in Apple shares. Billions of dollars he invested. But even though he has invested billions of dollars of his money in Apple shares, he doesn't have an Apple iPhone. Really. He doesn't have an Apple iPhone himself. I don't know if he's having MacBook or not, but I heard him saying that he doesn't have an iPhone. So he doesn't need an iPhone, but he loves to invest in Apple shares. So these are two different things. It's like my friend has invested, or like, let me put it other way. Like there are some of my friends in France who have Peugeot cars, but they don't have Peugeot shares, but they have other company shares like Total or something else. That's how it works. So that's why we have to cater to the needs of different type of people. Those people who are interested in investments will buy the token. They hodl that one. They will hodl that like, okay, it's 30 cents now. 50 cents, $1, $5, $10, $100. They will just skip it. They will make a fortune out of it. But there are other kind of people who would like to save on their subscription fees, and they don't want to pay money for that one. They will buy and they will stake and they will use the parts. That is also another way of looking at it. So that's why we have to make a very good story which fits into both type of personas. And that's exactly what we are doing now. We are contacting those type of influencers who would like to work as an ambassador for a long time, like 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, or whatever it is. So this is our marketing strategy with influencers. There are other type of marketing strategies which is going on, which Imre has already explained it several times in the chat. So you can find it there in the announcement chat. These are some of the things that I wanted to speak. And if you have any specific questions, you can write in the chat and I will answer to that in case if I have not answered that one so far. So there is one question from CryptoFlower. Hi Guru, from iOS, MetaMask browser was not possible to connect. This will be solved. iOS means it's from the phone, I think. So I don't think that's the priority right now to solve this problem. So we will keep it a little bit at the later on stage. But some people were able to solve this problem by opening the browser, which is inbuilt inside the MetaMask wallet on the phone. I don't know if it's working the same way on iOS MetaMask, because I have no MetaMask on my phone. I don't use it on my phone. But in case, even if it's a problem, then like we will look at it as kind of like least priority for now. We will look at it later on stage. Okay, if it's giving an error when you are inside the same thing, I think like there should be an issue then with the phone version of MetaMask. But anyway, like many of the times, like these errors are not really coming from our side, but it also depends on the app's compatibility with this kind of functioning. But anyway, like as our focus is to do these things on the phone, not many people are really doing it on the, I mean, like on the phone, but priority is to do it on the computer. So we will look into it, but it's not the real priority right now. Well, hi Guru, when I log into the BCUBE website from my iPhone, it doesn't reflect the staking and bots shown on my PC. I set up from my PC, but should the phone login work? I log into the website, it doesn't reflect the staking bot. I think it's because, like, once again, it's the question of the interaction of MetaMask wallet with our platform. If we have to see the staking thing, so if they both are not able to interact, I think that this will be shown as an error. But that doesn't mean like actually trade has stopped or something. It's going on. It's perfectly going on as long as the tokens are on the smart contract, which is the case. But only on the phone, like it's just a kind of like visual error or something. I strongly suspect like there should be some problem with iOS interacting with MetaMask somehow. But when we go to this subject, and we will be able to find out the solution for that. Guru, how about a mass move to Discord? That is eventually going to happen, I think, in next couple of days. Like we will be moving on Discord, and it's better there. Honestly, I find it like a little bit complicated, this Discord, because I've never used it so far, but I will get used to it. Yeah, so we will move next week for sure. We will go to Discord. I will send you a screenshot. The website show 2 messages that are opposite. Okay, sure. Let me have a look at that. instead of sending me as a screenshot, it would be better like if you send an email, because I have to do the same thing if you're sending it to me. Like I have to forward the message there. So the best thing would be like if you have any technical issues or something, just write an email to support@bcube.ai. That's the best thing that you can do. Perfect. Write the message, because we will not be able to immediately reply to it, but everything has been compiled. I mean, like we have a list. This will be added to the list. Once we find a solution, we will definitely be coming back to you with that one. So generally market update also, I would like to give you a small update on the market itself. I don't know how many times when I was able to give morning messages that I was shilling about Avalanche. And I kept saying that like Avalanche is a very good project and people need to buy it. And it's going up very, very, very fast now. I feel Avalanche can do something what Solana did. Yeah, I think so. The use case and the overall blockchain of Avalanche, everything is it's really very good. I don't know like how strong investors are behind Avalanche, but definitely Solana had an upper hand in that way. I mean, like some of the very big bulls and big whales were there, but Avalanche founders are like extremely genius people. So this will continue to do well, I think. In my opinion, yes. BTC is stuck in a range. I don't really call it as like a bullish range or a bearish range as of now. It's not looking bearish. It's bullish, but within the bullish range, like it's a bit nervous right now, but still it's looking good. It's not breaking down, or I don't see it like coming down from these levels. So it's looking bullish, and yeah. Ethereum also is caught in a range. Actually, it's not able to break this 3,500. And also on the lower end, like it's not even breaking down below 3,150. So I think it's even that is in a kind of range. We cannot really call it as a bullish or a bearish range as of now. We have to wait for some more time to see a clear view on all these major cryptos. Only then we can decide on the altcoins and what is going to happen later on with that one. But once we get the clear trend, then all the bots will start to make a lot of gains, because trend following bots are like that. They can probably make like 0.3% loss, 0.5% loss, 1% loss. But once they start to make profit, it will be a very huge profit. As we have seen in the live trading in the past 3 months, that's exactly what we have seen. Like when those losses were happening, they were very small. When the profits were there, they were very huge. So that's going to happen. But just let's wait for some trend to come. And just relax. Like when you have the bots, the whole concept is to like be on a completely hands-off approach. So you don't have to watch it all the time. Right now, for 1 or 2 weeks, I request you to watch it just to keep us informed if the bots are opening the trades properly, if it's getting executed on your account properly or not. That would be very good for us to be informed about. But once 1 or 2 months is finished, like then you don't need to really see it every day. Just see it like once in a day or like once in 2 days or something. It's all fine. They will do their work. Now there is a new buzz in the market, like as we were speaking before also. Any project that is doing NFT along with gaming, and especially if those gaming projects are paying you money for playing their games, that is becoming a very, very big thing now. And we have already seen, like projects like Sandbox. We have seen projects like Mana, like all NFT related projects. They're getting a bit slow now, because what is catching the traction right now is this gaming projects. and gaming with NFT, and especially those gamings which is paying you the money, like Axie Infinity. There are so many competitors also for Axie Infinity now. There's another big hyped project which will be like launching their games very soon. It's called as Monster Clan. So such kind of projects are like making very, very good progress. So I think like investing in these type of projects will also give us a lot of money in altcoins things. But any other coin like that we know which is having a big name is not really doing so good in this kind of altcoin things, because we used to see Komodo and also like this Kyber network. These things are not having really, they're not showing that kind of movement or like big. I didn't see any price action there at the moment. There was Luna also, which is again like a very good project, which is doing good. I mean, like it's between like the 30 to 45 mark, which is its all-time high. I'm expecting even this one to do well in the coming days because their ecosystem is growing very fast, and their algorithmic, like based stable coin is also like gaining a lot of traction. So definitely this is also something to watch out for. Verge is also having news of this hard for, the blocks getting reduced. I mean, like the halving is happening. So even that is having some kind of good volume action these days. So something to watch out for. And when I speak about volumes, like I can say about BCUBE tokens also. Now on an average, we are making somewhere close to, $100,000 on everyday basis. We are sometimes even going to 150, 200, but on an average, we are able to make like 100,000 now, which is very, very good. Because the first thing that you go to any centralized exchanges, the first question is like, how much volumes are you making? This is the first question everybody is asking. And if you have good volumes, then the second question would be like, okay, like how many holders do you have? So if we have like something like 2,500 holders, and if we are making something like 100K volumes every day, then there is a good chance like of getting launched on a very good exchange also. So we are very coming close to it now, because the token has huge use case. People will buy it. And as more and more people come to know about our ecosystem, our products, our offerings, they will be buying it more. So volumes will be there going forward. Actually helping build a crypto game like that. Good, that's great. Good. Yeah, and concerning like upcoming bots, next week we are planning to actually put Cardano bots in a coming soon area. It will not be available, but it will be in coming soon. And we will also have scalp bots for XRP and BNB, just like how we have scalp bots for BTC and ETH. In the same way, we will have scalp bots for XRP and BNB also. It's tested very well. I mean, like on our side, on the backend side, and we will be also like showing it in the coming soon. And there we will watch for some more time before making it publicly available for everybody, because we want to see the behavior of it. And if any kind of adjustment is needed on the algorithms, we will do that. And then it will be available for everybody. So upcoming bots will be scalp bot of BNB and XRP. And one more thing, which is which will be coming, will be Cardano. This will be the next bot series, like which will be coming. And the bot selection also, like mostly what I'm seeing, the behavior of the users right now is like everybody is going to the bot that is having the highest percentage gain. That sounds like so funny to me actually, because now we have shared this Excel sheet. Like you can read the bots, you can read their behavior and their risk profile and everything. Based on that, you can select. So it's not really the percentage that matters. Personally to me, what matters is like what kind of risk is associated with a particular strategy. So based on that, like decision has to be made, not alone on the return side. Returns are also important, of course. Like nobody would like to go for a strategy which is giving -10, -20% returns every month. But there are several different parameters which has to be taken into account before making an informed investment decision. And that is the reason why we presented the Excel sheet today, so that you know the frequency of the bot, you know, other kind of statistics of the bot. So I think that's all for today from my side. As I said, like if I have to summarize, like we are looking into possible bugs, which is there from our side, and we will fix it. And we are looking for this email notification also. We'll be fixing that next week. We are also making it possible for you to see your own bots on the bots page, on the respective bots page. If you have subscribed to any particular bot, you will be able to see what's going on there, if the trade signal is still open or it's closed or whatever it is. We are working on it. Next week, these things will be finished. We'll also try to solve 99% of all the bugs that is there, what users are facing now. And there might be new things that might be coming also. Anyway, in IT works, it's very common. In software, it's very, very common. Like you release a product, then there will be bugs, fix it, again, take the feedback about how they are working, and again, try to fix that and make it better and better. There is nothing like we launch it and it's going to be fine. Imagine what happened with Elon Musk. He released the Cybertruck. He called all the best of the best journalists on the stage. And he wanted to show like how strong and how, what is that, like, how he even said that those glass, what was there on the Cybertruck is bulletproof. So he wanted to show that like how robust and how great are his windows. He made somebody to, you know, throw an iron ball at the window. And once they did it, it broke. It broke. And then you were like, oh, I'm sure like they might have tested it several times even before this one. They might have tested it 1,000,000 times before that, but still it happens. Shit happens sometimes, right? So it keeps happening and you have to keep wiping it, keep washing it, and shit happens. And you have to keep wiping it, washing it. That's how it works. So that's why we are going to fix all these issues. We'll come back to you once again. And you also try to monitor the trades for like 1 or 2 weeks. And once you give like all the green light, like, yeah, everything is fine, everything is working automatically, perfect, then you can be completely hands off, and we will start to look for other things that we have to solve and other things that is very top priority for us, which is there in our list to make it for you, so that you will have everything that you need to have like a very smooth and very easy platform for you. And don't keep seeing about like this small trades going on or something. Just forget it. Like it will be there. I'm 100% sure. And although you can see like drawdowns of like 19-20% in the back testing results, or 25%, even in the live testing results also, what we have seen, we will not allow it to like have a drawdown of 25%. We will not allow that to happen. Before even that is happening, actually, we will again look it out. We will try to optimize it once again. We will try to see like how we can fix these drawdown things with the new conditions or new AI algorithms. We will make it like, so it's nothing is there like for you to worry. So just relax and enjoy the games of bots. It's not game of thorns here, it's game of bots here. And as someone said in the community, it's not bots anymore, it's not hold anymore, it's hodl. It's not bots anymore, it's boats. Like you will be going in the boat like this, in the rowing style. So that's all for today, and that's all for this weekend. Thanks everyone for coming and for your patience. We will fix everything. Everything will be fine. Nothing to worry about it. Take care and enjoy the weekend. We will meet again on Telegram. Until then, take care. Have a nice weekend, day, whatever it is. Okay. Bye-bye. Take care.